point out that we had a picture of an article in the paper. Janet Crow was kind enough to go to the Kroger, I guess, pick up a couple of trays, one to take to the Conway Police Department, took the other to the Sheriff's Department. So we appreciate Janet doing that, and had a nice note. She's got a nice handwritten note to these folks. So again, we want to express our thankfulness for those guys and appreciate what they do every morning when they get up, put on that uniform, and go to work. And I'm here to tell you, we live in a nice, everybody knows this already, I guess. Conway's grown a lot over the last several years. We have seen a big increase in our crime along with the growth of population. You can expect that. But if you don't get out of the Conway area, get into larger cities very often, you might lose a little bit of the appreciation we have for our local law enforcement. We were in St. Louis last weekend, and let me tell you, that's a different world up there. If you turn left when you need to turn right, you could be in trouble. They may never find you. So you got to be real careful. Had a couple of things I want to mention before we get into some of the program. I have a note or a card here for any of you who are interested in learning about the United States Constitution. There is a website you can go to, the Hillsdale College website, and you can take a free online course. It's called Constitution 101. And I have not done that. I've been on the Hillsdale site a few times, but you can go to hillsdale.edu/Constitution, sign up for the course, no charge. You can learn all about the U.S. Constitution. If you need this card, you can either see me afterwards or Judy McConnell. Something good to know about. We had a city council meeting Tuesday night. I think we got a couple of people that would like to make a few comments about that. Or Janet would like to. Here it is.
Well, I'll just come up here. Okay.
Tell, is it on?
Yeah. I did go to the city council meeting, and and so did Jim Houston go to a meeting, a resource meeting or something in Mayflower. So it's what they're talking about is actually going to do a study, and they want to store this. They want to have a stormwater utility development, and that essentially will put a fee on rainwater, on your whatever kind of driveway you have, whatever kind of roof you have, whatever kind of the square footage of your residential or commercial building. You know, that'll all be different based on different things, but that's really what they're going to try to initiate. But the first phase of it, I think, is to have a study done by this company, FTN, I think they're out of Little Rock, to study what to do about it. I mean, with regard to areas in Conway and how that would work, and I think I'll let y'all see, this is very basic. This is one of the things that FTN passed out. Jim, why don't you pick up on that, and why don't you pass that, you can give that. Pass that around, you can look at it, but Jim, you can talk about what the meeting he went to in Mayflower.
Guys, I went to a meeting on Tuesday night where a developer is planned to build 69 new houses on Skunk Hollow Road. And it's right out in the county, and this development, what we found out on Tuesday night was one of three. Now, the issue there is, while the city of Conway strongly supports this development because they want to see the new houses being built and they want to see, you know, the materials and products being built, the problem with this development is that they have to build a wastewater treatment plant to support those 69 houses. And that wastewater treatment plant is going to be owned and operated by a separate company. And they're going to be spilling on 30,000 gallons of high nutrient water into Lake Conway per day. And the homeowners that were there were all surrounded and all around, that were around Lake Conway. We were there. Everybody voiced their displeasure, and they were against this subdivision being granted a permit to build this wastewater treatment plant. There's two caveats here. One is they're 2/3 of a mile from the city of Conway sewer development, so they could literally run a line through the utilities and run a line to hook into Lake Conway sewer. They don't want to. They want to build a sewer plant and make that a utility, basically, those people that are living there. The bigger issue that we have is not just the one phase. We found out at the meeting there's going to be 3 phases, which means there's going to be 3 wastewater treatment plants.
Wow.
And every one of those treatment plants, you're looking at, again, 30,000 gallons per day of high nutrient water going into Lake Conway. Now, you guys may or may not fish on Lake Conway, but if you fish there, you know right now that Lake Conway is the nutrient levels are too high, and that's why we have the weed and the algae problems in the lake right now. We don't need another 2 more, 3 more wastewater treatment plants spilling water, high nutrient water into the lake. If you care about this, I would ask that you contact your senator, your congressman, or anybody else, and basically, vote your displeasure for this development. Unless they agree to hook on the Lake Conway sewer system.